Alrighty, hello again. This is Trice Majestus, flying as Commander Macduff Darkwing. And it's time to get the last materials gathered. We're on to selenium. So let's hook up with the rest of the gang and we'll get things rolling. Oh, Camille's in the wrong chat.
It traces stream all the time.
Hello.
Oh, go away. Hello, Bossman.
It's like Camille's opened up the wrong voice channel.
God damn, forgot to limp it. All because the stupid graphic glitch got me sidetracked.
Oh, I gotta remember to turn everybody down.
You do, especially Phil.
Let's see. There's that. Oop, there, he just went away.
He's probably trying to figure out how to get in here. I think sometimes he misses or...
Yeah, if you don't click in the right place.
Or he's pissed at Chris.
Oh, hold on, let me change chats and I'll see if I can talk him into it.
Not really. He's not.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Camille.
So, Camille, what's up?
Unmute yourself, Camille.
Yeah, I was having problems.
Yeah, okay. I saw you keep creating a new voice chat.
Well, I kept trying to join it, but I was getting it wrong. Never mind, I'm here now.
If you misclick by just a couple of pixels, you end up in the wrong. You end up creating your own rather than joining.
Yeah, Chris is lucky. I was going to kill him today. I've managed to get some calls, but now I can't even find any high grades.
Oh my god!
We found.
Oh my god!
Shut up! I'm not speaking to you.
I know. I didn't do that.
Hello, Yellow.
We found them military thingies.
Military, composites and all that. Boss, right here where we're at in LH4, whatever.
Yep.
You have high grades in here. Core dynamic composites, improvised components, photo heat radiators, photo light alloys, and photo radiolic alloys.
It's
just right here.
Yep. System map.
And then we found the military supercapacitors, and we found the military grade alloys.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. What?
9.
Hello, Yellow.
B, C, D, E, A. 9EA.
9E. Oh, okay. You had me confused there for a minute.
Selenium! And then I can do high grades.
Yeah.
Glimpse disengaged. The launch underway.
We track landing gear?
And we did. I found some pharmaceuticals, but I only found like 10, and then they died.
Powered engines.
Running power to engines.
I think the problem you had last night, where Steam was giving you problems, is because Steam was updating the client as well last night.
Yeah, that might have been Phil's problem, because when he came on, he came right on, and he didn't give it a chance to update, and it threw him into wherever it threw him.
Right, let's see what I'm going to get this time.
been a long day. We've been gathering. I came on here. What was it? Cam 6?
About 6 o'clock in the morning your time.
Oh my goodness.
And then I got off for lunch and stayed off till I don't know 2:33.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you came on at 6, you'd only gone off at 1.
1:30.
You'd had about 4 hours sleep. Yeah.
Well, I had to
You
jump
only had about
back.
4 hours sleep. Right.
I had to jump back. The boss man was counting on it being here.
Well, I certainly appreciate you making sure I'm here.
Hey, as long as everybody's ass is loaded up and I don't have to double back for them, yeah, we'll be there. And like I said, with this bunch in here, it's like herding ducks.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I get ready, schedule a jump, and Cam says, "I've departed. I'll see you later." And it's like, what?
Yeah, I'll catch up.
It's like,
Same with Chris. I'm already ahead of you.
Yeah. Well, what's taking you
I'm halfway
so long?
there.
It's like
670, I think.
6 who?
Yellow was asking about my video card. It was a mid-range gaming card 6 years ago. It's either a 670 or a 770, something like that. It's old.
Yeah, see they've upped what they need
Yeah.
for minimum specs. 75 gigabytes now
Yeah, son.
on your hard drive.
Yeah, I don't know why they need that much. Most of it's handled server side.
Because it renders in true 4K with 4K source image. So
when you
whenever
try to
they
keep
add
up with
more
the big
stuff,
dogs.
Okay.
you know, it's easier and less expensive computationally to downsample than it is to upsample. It's easier to cut stuff out and average than it is to try and scale it up and create stuff that wasn't there.
Yeah.
You lose sharp edges if you're not careful, or if you don't want to spend the extra processing time to resharpen the edges. You know, there's all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's just so much easier. And since a lot of people are playing on 4K rigs these days, they've been 4K source since at least 3 years ago. Friend of mine was playing in full 4K.
Well, I didn't feel like paying 500 plus for a monitor, so.
Well, you know, you're not one of these young professionals who the only thing they do after work is go play a game.
Oh, you mean like Chris?
Chris has a 75-inch TV on his wall.
Damn.
No, not that big.
But it's still in the wall, huh?
No, it's not on the wall, no. It's on the corner unit thing.
He sits on the couch and plays Elite.
I'm sat on the couch, me HOTUS is stuck on a tray. That's
Me
one of them
HOTUS?
trays with a beanbag underneath it, so it sits nice, and the keyboard's up in front on a raised little bit. And the mouse is on the arm of the settee. Got it
Must
in
be a wireless one, is it?
Full luxury. No, it's not. It's alright.
Well, I'm pretty sure
It's a
I'm going to be
4K
able to run
TV,
Odyssey, but we'll see.
Well, it's pretty sorry if I can run Microsoft Flight Simulator and Elite jacks your game up to where you can't play it on there.
Well,
Because Elite's got to know they got players on here that don't have that kind of graphics.
Yep.
It's already paid for Horizons.
What I've seen.
Well, the
from one
minimum
of the streamers was saying that it's still the minimum specs, even the top specs, are still from 5 years ago.
Yeah. The minimum
So-
specs isn't that high, but Trace has like an ancient rig, so he's kind of an outliner.
I wouldn't be talking. You got a mouse that works only about at half time.
And my machine met the minimum specs from 5 years ago, so with room to spare.
Mine's the only thing that mine is a 5i, but I've got the 1060 GTX
Yeah, same
graphics
as me.
card and
I've
16
got
gig.
i5 9th generation.
I want to try and
1060.
get another 16 gig of RAM. That would really help if I could do that. Maybe 32 gig. But they're so hard to get hold of now. And I don't trust eBay. They're fake ones, aren't they?
Yeah, no,
I
never
just
buy
wouldn't- No,
chips
I wouldn't.
from
Don't
eBay.
Because you get them from China for like 20 quid. But
Yeah.
they're not real. And they don't
Yeah.
work.
Oh, like
And
the
even if you do get an authentic one, usually they're fried.
That's another thing, isn't it? Second hand. That's why I'd like to get new, you know what I mean? If I did
Yeah.
get one. Because you never know what's happened. It
I
could have
ended
been
up
really
going
overclocked.
to Newegg to try and buy a HD webcam, and I got one from one of their Chinese distributors.
Oh lord.
They claimed HD. It was 640 by 480.
Oh crap. That's
It's
bad.
amazing how they get away with it, isn't it?
Yep.
You got vegan.
You only have to look on YouTube at some of that. I bought a PC from Wish that was meant to be this, and when they open it up, my god, it's the lowest end PC you can possibly
Yep.
get. And they even managed to cheat the how much storage it's got. It says on the screen it's like got a terabyte, but when you go into the actual, when you know what you're doing and you go into the thing, it's been partitioned in a way to make it look like that, but it's not. It's
Yeah.
really
It's not all there. Yeah.
500 gigabyte or something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they're all on different. Like it'd be 250 gig cards instead of just the one. You know what I mean? Working together to try
Right.
and make it. It's a con basically. But people fall
Deploy
for it.
landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
But anyways, we've been looking around. We found you some signal sources.
Ooh.
Whether they work by the time you get there, I have no idea.
Well, there'll be some when I get done.
Because we've, it's like poor old Cam followed Chris in for Core Dynamics, and he for over an hour and a half, and he couldn't get any. And then Chris followed me in for military superconductors. He couldn't get any.
Good.
I filled him up. I filled up from 0 to 100.
Right.
So
I got some this morning, Core Dynamics, but I seem to not be able to get any more high grades.
I just picked up a Core Dynamics, or my focus.
I wouldn't say that too loud around Cam. He's in his Corvette, and it's loaded. Because he's already done it for Chris.
He's actually lucky at the moment. I'm not in my Corvette, I'm in my Anaconda. But you can still take him, even though it's my mining one.
He was chasing Chris around the bubble earlier this morning.
Yeah. Trying to steal all his Core Dynamics.
Yeah, he was gonna blow him up and just collect him.
Fortunately, that doesn't
I
work.
wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, else he would have got it.
Never. Not a chance. I'm in my Freight Mark 2. I could
That still wouldn't stand a
give you a
chance.
shock
It's
of
like
a lot.
paper.
I've got my competent fighter pilot,
Children.
my competent little fighter,
Incompetent.
Harold.
Am I going to have
I
to
think I'm gonna-
separate you two again and put you in the corners?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
I think we're gonna have to go somewhere else and come back here.
You better look out, Chris, because when he says somewhere else, he's usually going after the Corvette.
I'll go and get my
See what I
Corvette.
still need. Mine's only the next system.
I'm doing
Oh
the
my god.
flight assist off training at the moment in a sidewinder. I'm learning, keeping fixed point on a station as it rotates. I'm getting better,
Oh, good
better and
gosh.
better.
You too.
How many? I don't need that many more core dynamics. Oh, get back up there.
I thought you had enough.
Well, I had 44 to start with.
Okay.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I
I'm
still
wondering
need
whether
another
to pop
20.
in- I'm going to pop into a conflict zone.
Water,
Still have to
ice,
pick up
fumarole.
Woohoo!
So who wants to tell Tris about the Galnet thing?
Oh yeah, the poo bazookas is the best way on. It's the nicest way I can say it. But I think it's a
A joke.
spoof sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were joking, but, well, saying it in a jokey way, but apparently this CG is going to be to take bio waste to a certain station and they're going to make weapons out of it, turn it into poo cannons. For want of a better word. Yeah.
And I can already see Trace saying, I ain't hauling shit.
It's funny when she says,
I don't give shit, I don't take shit, I don't deal in shit.
And I damn sure don't haul
Yeah.
it.
one of these weapons is able to completely cover a
Oh.
ship in it and make it impossible to see out. Apparently, your whole window screen goes black or brown. Oh dear. Oh, it cracked me up.
Does Tris not own the garbage barge?
Nope, there's no garbage barge.
Oh, okay. You own
No,
every
that's-
other kind of ship.
No,
Oh,
that's your
Linda's
stuff.
stuff.
No, that's
That
you.
Type
You're the
10.
ones that own the shit.
That Type 10 of yours.
I don't care what ship I've got, it's not gonna have shit in it. Ever.
No, that's your ship that's all full of shit.
That's it. He's interdicting me. Is he?
Oh, hell, they've been
an authority
interdicting all
vehicle?
day
'Cause
today.
it ain't.
Arsenic already.
Good.
And they're all not wanted.
There was only one high-end, one high grade in here. Unfortunately.
Welcome to our world. Get over it.
He's dead. I've had enough.
If he's clean, that means you're going to have to run for the rest of the evening.
Cadmium, have cadmium.
Ask Phil. He shot and killed 2 clean people and ended up having to spend 4 hours on elite in a
Yeah.
hiding in a station.
Oh, like me, you just go outside and get killed.
Well, notoriety stays with you.
Yeah.
You have
Leave
to
me
wear
that-
it off.
I wish I could just blow up.
Well, that's easy. All you do is just play the game. Whee!
Needle crystals, there you are.
I figured this out, Chris. Where I'm at
Yeah.
supposed to be military, but some of the high gray signals have war, which does the proprietor heat radiolic or heat radiators.
Crystalline fragments.
And then some of them say like military, and that's when you get your military.
Hmm.
Back here. Here you go.
Because you noticed that you were talking about the high grades, they had different. One said war, one said none, one said something else. I think that determines what you're going to pick up in there. It doesn't matter your system. I mean, it does matter the system, but it also depends on what the high grade says.
Crystalline fragments. Where are you?
Hmm. Yeah, that sounds feasible, definitely.
Feasible?
Feasible.
Oh, that's arsenic. I don't need arsenic.
Really?
No.
Everyone could use some arsenic.
Not when you're full.
Not when you went to the raw traders, you know.
Problem is, this is technically a yttrium planet, so I can't look for needle crystals because those are all yttrium.
Yep. Yep. Selenium doesn't come in crystals anyway.
No, well, yes, it does.
Really? Then why don't? Really?
It comes in crystalline fragments.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but not those big crystal sites.
No, I'm at a geosite.
Oh, okay. Then you should be fine. You're not going to get 100% yttrium from those fragments.
No,
you shouldn't.
You get the yttrium from needle crystals. The crystalline fragments come up with arsenic, selenium, and I forget what the other one is. But there's so many more of them that it's like, okay, fine. You've never mined a geosite, have you?
Yes, I have.
Well, then you would know that yttrium is needle crystal only. There's a selenium. Come on down here, boy. That's a cobble. Alright, nothing more over there, so we'll turn this way. Go back up the hill. Well, actually, let's clear the base first, I guess. Cobble. Cobble.
Cobble, cobble.
There's a lot of encoded here.
We know.
Alright, I'll shoot up those cobbles so they don't show up anymore.
You're speaking to the choir there, Phil. We've been out here all day. Where you been?
I'm in the different system now.
So am I.
Ah.
They're all the same, though.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Scan your shit and leave me alone.
Ooh, a high grade. One high grade in
Not
the
the
sea
most.
of encoded.
Not the most level of collection areas.
You know, it looks a bit dicey there.
Just a bit.
And how is my high grade?
We sold it.
With flea carriers. Oh, there's a Federation capital ship here too.
You're always complaining. Ooh, military capacitor. A super
I don't
capacitor.
think I'll make it to that one.
That's where a
Oh, it's needle crystals
Planet.
anyway. Don't need that one.
Trace, have you ever seen a moon? That the entire moon that was labeled medium security?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thought
Triton,
they're
among
usually
others.
tied to bases. Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh, Trace, you do have to exit all the way out of the menu.
Oh,
If you do just a regular menu, it don't work and you lose your signal source. But if you happen to hit menu and you don't click again, you could exit out of the menu to exit the game and you can save it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Nope.
Where we used to go to just go to the menu and then back into the game,
Yeah.
you'll lose your signal source. But if you
have to
exit
go
out
back
to
to
the
the launcher.
menu, but if you exit out to the menu by accident,
You can
just
still
go ahead
exit
and
out of the
exit.
game. Okay.
Right. And if you exit completely out of the game, you still save your signal source.
Okay.
I did it the first way and lost the source. Chris did it second way, and then he exited all the way out and he saved his signal source.
Okay.
It's a hell of a deal.
when you've used all the high grade signal sources and you can't find any more, if you exit out just to the main menu and then back, it resets them.
Cool.
So it's that sort of resets the instance. That's why if you do come out when you got 30 seconds left or whatever and you go into the main menu and back, it will reset it. So it'll be gone. Which is what we've discovered.
Totally by accident.
Sort of research.
Unplanned research.
Or like someone was trying to get the core dynamic spot to keep respawning.
No, he was actually
Refreshing.
doing it. What was it? Military?
Oh, okay.
Military. Ooh! Dodge. Shit.
looks like somebody's been farming this site for selenium.
Well, I don't think there's a cooldown for those normal geosites.
You know, people
And
have
you're
had...
not in open.
There is a lot of carriers in that on that planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there probably have been a lot of people there.
There is a system here somewhere that the arsenic, once you mine it off of the site, it won't respawn for 6 days.
That's the way the geos work, yeah. So if somebody's mined this particular site recently, I won't be finding much tonight.
Huh? That's odd. I got a codex.
It's not on.
Yes, it is odd. I'm just at a high grade.
There's something around there that you haven't seen before in that area.
Time to refuel. Oh boy.
There's probably a new material that you picked up, I reckon. If it's a high grade, you've got to pick up something you ain't got in your inventory.
Like I'm gonna have to land at the planetary base. I have no idea why this place is full of fleet carriers.
Because they can be here.
Get up the hill. Get up the hill.
I'll have to get out and push it.
It almost seems that way, yeah.
I got stuck on a planet the other day and I ended up destroying my SRV. I couldn't get back up the hill. Just too steep.
Zirconium was the other one that the crystalline fragments drop.
Mm.
I just got a zirconium drop, but I don't need zirconium. There's selenium. Maybe one more up here. Oh, that's a cobble. Turn around, head back the other way. See if there's anything else along this ridge line. If there isn't, I'll be calling from my ship. And there isn't, so let's
It'll
get
land
up
miles
to the
away.
flat area. Oh, I hope not.
And it'll land somewhere completely different.
I hope not. Outside of this small area, it gets pretty gnarly.
It's like in Odyssey, the ship seems to land in some stupid places.
Yeah.
You can't get your SRV back in.
Yeah.
So I always switch off the auto landing. Odyssey.
Oh, where are you going, you dumb ship? No, you don't. You.
Give him 40 acres and he'll land his ship somewhere.
What, he landed on a mountain somewhere?
Down in the valley below me.
Yeah,
Down in the
I
valley.
won't go down there.
The valleys.
Gravity
I just
will hump
climbed
you
this
down.
hill.
Hang your head over, Trace, and just let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Is this high grade still going to be there when I get there? Or am I just going to be able to do it once?
I don't know.
Oh, I ran out of thrust. Power to engines.
155,000
Routing power to engines.
LS to go. 4.5 minutes left. And I can't go any faster.
Must go faster.
Get the whip out.
Woo!
Oh, Nelly.
I was 2 minutes ahead of the timer, but it's catching up with me again.
I don't know where you're at, Cam, or what you're looking for. But where I'm at
Ross
now is
847.
who?
I'm on Ross 847,
Okay.
trying
Where
to
you
get the
going,
military thingies.
Come
Which
back
one's you
here.
going for?
I'm not sure. See when I get there.
Well, if you're looking for
I-
the military, we found a better one over here where I'm at now. 45C Bootis, Bootis,
Booties.
Well, because I was
It has-
trying to get
it's ha-
the core dynamics and the proprietary ones. But
Okay.
I wasn't getting any high grades at all back in 3262.
Yeah.
I
Well,
only
I'm
got
over
one
here
in
now, and this will be the second time through of filling up because I went and traded down all my manufactured,
Mm-hmm.
and so when I fill these 5s up, I'll be done.
Ah, but you'll have taken everything, and I won't get anything now. You're like Chris.
Ah.
You go in there and take everything.
No. I save stuff. I do have to go.
Funny
get some
feeling this is
limpets.
going to disappear before I get there.
24. I think somebody has claimed all of these.
What?
Okay, after 24, we'll see how that one does. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Who's ever heard of a geosite with only 10 drop locations?
Oh, yikes, really? Damn,
It farmed
that's
out.
pathetic.
It's farmed out. It's normally a very good site, but I do believe people have just farmed it out.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
No welcome in hell? That's hot.
warning. Temperature critical.
Hope I can land here.
They don't give a crap if you land or not. It's kind of like the Walmart greeter. Get your shit and get the hell out.
Oh, god damn it. Trespass zone. It's a planetary base there. All I wanted was to review, god damn it. I'm in a federal Corvette.
It's just because you're in a Corvette don't mean crap to these people. Don't you understand that yet?
Damn, now
Did you
I need-
even see if it was a base that you could land at
It is a base I can land at.
that's open to public?
Well, it's clearly not open to public. Well, I'm 2
It
jumps
tells
away.
you.
I might have enough fuel to get there. Barely. Okay. Well, time to leave the system, I guess.
Where's your fuel scoop?
I don't have it on
Why?
Orbital flight
because
engaged.
I left it at Nyberg
Why?
because I was using the lens carrier to go around.
Oh yeah, now it's Lynn's fault.
Why, even if you're on a carrier, didn't you have a fuel scoop with you?
Because I needed extra cargo space.
So transfer a
Me-
cargo rack on and keep the fuel scoop on the damn ship.
Uh,
Never go anywhere without a fuel scoop. You haven't learned that Elite 101 yet?
yeah.
He did, but he went to sleep and forgot it the next morning.
Game says I have enough fuel to get there. Oh boy.
Called
Can't
fuel
you
rat.
believe it?
I think I should only be 1 jump away.
Think I shoulda, coulda, woulda?
Yeah, it says my next jump is Nyberg. So,
Mm.
I should have enough fuel to get there in Super Cruise. Once I'm in the system. Should.
Now watch him get, as he's going through the fuel scoop, run out of fuel and explode. Or through the mail slot.
That would suck.
People have done it. Deploy landing gear.
Mm.
Landing gear
That
deployed.
would be so unlucky to
You would
run
get
completely
zero
out of
sympathy.
fuel as you enter the mail slot. It's like I was
Yep.
right there.
You would get zero sympathy.
Yep. It'd be like, duh.
Well, I
What
have
is that
more
old
than a
what is-
slither of fuel, so I should be able to get there.
What is
It's
that
only
old
2
saying?
God shall punish the stupid.
No, something about.
Low gravity warning.
Oh, what was it? Oh, hell, I can't remember. But I'm busy, so call the fuel rush if you don't make it.
No, if I don't make it, I'm going to blow up most likely.
Let me unfriend you from the carrier, now you won't land back here.
I'm not heading there.
I know it, but that was the last place you landed.
Oh damn! What happens? Yeah, what happens if
You go
you're
back
blocked
to the
out
carrier.
of a carrier?
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know.
but if they block you,
No
then
idea.
you blow up.
We can find out real quick.
Arson.
Nope, I don't plan on blowing up.
You
I have
never plan
more
on
than a
blowing up.
slither.
Holy hell, he's got so little fuel I can't even see the mark on the damn fuel gauge.
What are you talking about? I see perfectly fine. It's like 3 slithers worth of fuel.
Slithers?
Yes.
Are you talking about slimy critters now, or what?
No.
Slytherin,
You
you know,
and
the
your-
house from Harry Potter.
Don't watch Harry Potter.
Well,
One of these days, you're gonna be in a world of hurt, though, running off and leaving that damn skill scoop. This is like the second or third time that Trace has growled at you for going somewhere without a damn fuel scoop.
It's just the bubble, though.
Doesn't make a shit.
just the bubble. You can run out of fuel in the bubble just as easily as anywhere else.
About to enter Nyberg's instance. And I'm still good on fuel.
things over here. Stop fishtailing.
Cam, are you and Chris behaving yourself?
They're being too quiet. They
I
must
am.
be doing something.
I'm looking up something.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I'm looking at the galaxy map. Trying to
Boop, boop. Ah,
Uh-oh.
dang it.
What'd you do?
Interdicted by a tradition, yeah, Alliance Defense guy, Anaconda. They're all the time doing that shit.
What did you do to piss them off?
You're in a military area. They're gonna call you out and scan you. Have you not landed yet?
In the instance,
Good gravy.
Tell you, he's gonna run out.
that looks like the mail slot.
He's gonna screw it up, have to go around, do it again, and he's gonna get blown up.
Yep. Ask for docking permission or you will get blown up.
Yeah.
Hello, Castle.
Hi, Castle.
Howdy, Castle.
And I'm down.
Is that all your stuff off my carrier?
No, I'm gonna ship them. That's all. I'm gonna ship everything over here. Actually,
Okay, Cam, what's wrong?
Nothing. Just going back to the carrier to top up my fuel and get some more limpets. So what's the name of that system you're in? How do you spell it?
45 space C space BOOTIS.
45 sees booties. Little tiny booties for little tiny feet.
And the military in here are gonna pull you every time you go to a high grade mission.
They'll pull you
They're
out.
gonna pull you.
Maybe they just don't like you.
It's in the military system and it's at war, so.
Hurry up and get around the sun so I can get lined up at the carrier.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 military supercapacitors.
Nice.
About one more load of 5 and I should be done on them again.
Doing better on cadmium tonight than normal, but looks like somebody cleaned out all the selenium.
Blame Yellow, he was just there last night.
Dang it! Yellow!
I just remembered that.
At least it wasn't Chris.
Chris, I don't think you made a very good impression on Cam. I just have this feeling.
Yeah,
I'm
it took
gonna
everything.
Anytime I find anything nice, I'm gonna keep it all to myself. I won't say a word in the future. I ain't giving like saying nothing.
You know, that's how the
Just
Brits
wait till we're
always
in the
treat
same
the
instance.
Scots.
Yeah, take everything we have. Bloody English.
Scotland used to be
Scotland
a
get
beautifully
independence.
forested country. And then the English took it
Then
over
they'll
and used all those
be
trees to
poor.
build the British fleet.
Yep. And they started planting all these stupid bloody conifers everywhere.
Well, then they moved all their damn sheep up there.
Oh, that was actually the Scots themselves. Scots landowners. Kicked their own people out, sent them to America and Australia and New Zealand.
Well, yeah, but that's because the Brits paid them to.
Oh, that's alright. They're pretty good people. We'll keep them. It was actually a Scottish doctor that took my appendix out.
Aha!
It was a pretty good.
I was in St. John's in Canada and I had to go for a medical checkup before I went on the ship.
Yep.
And the doctor that I spoke to was from Scotland and he was born in exactly the same hospital as me in Edinburgh.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It was one of them strange things. All the way over to Canada to meet somebody that comes from the same place as you. St. John's.
Well, I thought the doctor was pretty good. I mean, he was straightforward, a little gruff, and a little rough around the edges, but you know, he did a wonderful job on the surgery and stuff. It was emergency surgery, and my friend came over, and she has a little bit of a belly. You know, she has a lot of fat around her belly, and he said the surgery. You know, he had the Scottish accent like you do, and or the accent. And he said the surgery went well. Had you been like your friend over there and had all that fat, it might have been a different story. And I was like, holy shit. I looked over at my friend and she looked at me and I was like, just kind of shrugged my shoulders. What, you know, hell, I had staples in my stomach and I was trying not to bust out laughing, but it's like, Jeez.
Aye.
And when he walked out the door and went on, and she said, "What the hell?" Like, I don't know.
Hey, it's a bit rough, but you know, it's for your own good.
Yeah. He took out my appendix. That's pretty good. So leave the boy alone.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to watch Dr. Campbell's stream yesterday.
Who?
Dr. Campbell. He's a British professional nurse. Of course, he's got a PhD, and he's a nurse trainer and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, okay.
But he's been covering the whole COVID thing.
Yeah. It's better to have somebody else's opinion than Dr. Fauci's.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
Dr. Campbell's very much a straight shooter. He gives you the source where he gets all his information before he distills it down into something you can understand.
Dr. Fauci reminds me of a pair of loose flip-flops. Not very comfortable and not very reliable.
Better off having nothing on your feet instead.
Precisely.
I seen him in front of Congress tell an absolute blatant lie because I was listening to him talk to Rand Paul, and he said that Rand Paul was mistaken. And as they were in there, I looked up the article that Fauci published 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
That said they was into that. What do they call it? It's where they piggyback one virus off another virus.
Oh yeah.
I forget what they call it. They have a phrase for it.
Yeah. One of those weird like the equivalent of tech gibberish, but for medical field. Yeah.
No,
Whoever comes up with these names are morons. She's looking it up.
Oh yeah, because it bothers me.
Yeah, I know.
Unlike some people, I like to know if I don't remember what it was.
Alright, I've been to my 2 favorite sites. Time to pick another site.
What? You're not full yet?
No, somebody's mined the first one out, so I got next to nothing there.
Oh, okay. And how much did you get from the other?
Gain of function.
Oh, okay.
Is what it was called.
Yeah, who's going to remember that crap? It's so...
Yeah, I only got 28.
Bunch of random words just put together.
Alright, let's go pick another site. Track landing gear.
Landing gear
Yeah,
retracted.
but Fauci has been caught in so many lies at this point, it's not even funny.
Funny thing is, he used to be such a respectable doctor.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Was he such a respectable doctor, or did nobody
Or
call
no
him out
one
on his
caught him.
bullshit?
Yeah.
Well, that could be either. All you know is the respect. You don't know what if nobody called him out on his BS or whether. I mean,
Any scientist and any doctor in his caliber, in his position, when they work for an HCDC, FDA,
Yep.
World Health
corrupt.
Organization, whatever, I don't believe a single word that come out of their mouth because they're funded by interest groups, corporations, special, all
Interest.
them,
Yeah.
and they're going to say
Whatever they're
whatever
paid to
those
say.
groups want them to say, whether it's true, fabricated, or half-assed true. And so,
Yep.
yeah, therefore, yeah, no, thank you.
Alright, so why don't we go to GO2 now? Just because.
You can.
GO2 doesn't want you to go there.
Well,
They don't want visitors.
it doesn't have a choice. It also doesn't have an exclusion zone. Unlike the bases you try to go to.
Oh, good God.
It's
He's the only
a
person I know
planetary
that would
base.
not look at
the
where he's landing.
The planet claimed it's a landable area, so I mean,
If it's a military base and you're not in the military,
it
I
didn't say
doubt
it was military, and it
about all
had a
the
name.
systems we've been in, it's been military.
Yeah, this may be ugly. It's looking very mountainous.
Well, maybe they'll have some there because nobody wanted to fool with it.
Yeah, maybe. Uphill and
And
down dale. Okay.
if the Federation
Deploy landing
considered that system special, they
Landing
should have put a
gear
regular station and not just outposts.
Why?
And then I
Maybe
wouldn't
they
have to try landing on the planet.
Maybe they figured that most commanders were smart enough to have a fuel scoop in the bubble.
A fuel scoop doesn't help you when you're in war, though.
It does if you're trying to
It
run away
makes you
from
a
the war.
target. It makes you a target.
Oh,
Those-
go put your lampshade
Don't
back
talk
on
rubbish.
and stand in the corner.
How does
You
having
go
a fuel
fueling
scoop make you a
by-
target?
Because
He's
you'll be
talking
able
off
to
the top
start
of his head.
fueling, and
He's
then
got a tinfoil hat on. Come on. Next
You're-
thing you know, he's
you're
going to
like
be
a
spouting
sitting
flat
duck.
earther nonsense.
Oh, I know what it is, Chris.
not flat?
He's Chris. He's been playing the CG with the bio waste because he's spreading a lot of bullshit over everybody's windshield.
hey, if anyone has a bunch of bullshit to let out, it's you, Lynn.
No,
You live in the country over there.
no. So I live in the country, but I ain't got. I mean, you're in an apartment, probably got shit stacked on top of shit. Just remember, shit runs downhill, and you're probably not on the top floor.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh God.
All right. This is going to be interesting. I can't find a landing spot. I land over here, maybe? Oh, this is better. There we go.
Yeah, he did receive the 480,000, but that's just one donation. He receives hundreds of them.
Low gravity warning.
Fishy, 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 fishy.
Now, Chris, you said to re-instance a different instance, just go to main menu, right?
Yep.
Okay. I swear I just received a weather report from space. The geostorm will be going southwest at da 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 da. It's like, what? Maybe it was the name of carrier, I don't know. We have been to some weird sites today, guys. But Barumbo.
That's the name of a system?
So how long is this gonna? Oh. I might make that one and get a couple. As long as I don't get interdicted.
If you're headed towards a high, you probably will.
Well, I've got 9 minutes left on it, and 3 minutes to get there.
Strangers in the dark. Exchanging missiles. Blasting each other apart.
Oh, don't even joke about that today, though. Chris and Cam was looking around for an anarchy system because they were going to go shoot each other. I mean, it got pretty
Well,
heated.
I was going to go shoot him.
Well, you know,
And of course,
a couple of days you'll be able to see him on a planet and blow his face off.
And of course,
Nah.
Chris was egging it on. What are you going to do? Come at me in that tin can? My ship will take it.
And his piddly little crate. And I'm in my Corvette.
And Chris is over going, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll
Yeah.
go and get my Corvette.
You won't get a chance. You'll be dead. But you're okay now. I've got some core dynamics. Not full, but nearly.
I like the way I'll get the blame for you not being able to find them. It's not my fault.
Well, it wasn't so much that. I kept getting stuff I already had. That's what annoyed me.
Well, that's not my fault either.
Oh, then- Yes, it is. Because you
I
take all
weren't
the core
even in the
dynamics.
same instance. You know what I mean?
You see how this is going
Yeah.
here, Trace?
Oh yeah.
4.5 hours. Like
Bloody Englishman.
They take everything good and leave nothing for us Scots.
Yeah, they just used to send us all in to do all their fighting for them.
Aye.
The Scots get a good deal, they do.
No, they
have
don't. They get
free
ripped off.
prescriptions, free everything that we don't get in England, yet we pay the same taxes.
Same as education.
Okay.
University's free.
Yeah,
You have to pay 9,000.
exactly. And that all comes out of English men's taxes. That's why I wanted Scotland to be independent. They'd be like Greece, little poor. Sort
What do you
of-
mean? It comes out of our
There's only
oil money.
There's only 5.5 million people in Scotland. I'll tell you, if they become independent, they won't have the town. They'll go
And most of them are Asian.
downhill fast. I'll tell you. They'll be like,
Well, if Scotland became
Begging
independent,
to
you'd
come back
probably
into
have a
the-
bunch of the exports come back.
Excuse me,
Great
Lynn.
Britain.
This system's no good either. Proto-light alloys. Come on. I've got them. 6 of them, and I don't need them.
Can I tell you something?
What?
You know how Dobbs Hope rotates the shit out when you go around and around, you'll get basically like different things pop up every once in a while. That's what these
Yeah.
signals do. That's the reason why we kind of half-ass learned that when we can't find nothing, just to go to main menu, reset the whole instance, and then try to come
That's
back
what I'm
in
doing.
and see. Okay. But I
See if it'll
can't
change.
help it. Scott must not have a nose for stuff because
Mhm.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't
Mhm.
know.
Aye.
I don't know why you're having a problem. I just come out
I'm-
of there.
Just that's because you've taken everything already. You're like Chris. Get there first. Send me in afterwards to get the scraps.
That's not it at all. Oh, God.
A bit like my wife. She keeps
Chris?
giving me leftovers.
Now I'm pissed at you again because now I'm getting blamed for the same shit you do. You started
laughing.
this crap. Oh my God.
Oh, Chris started it all.
I said Chris did.
Yeah.
Not you. It's Chris. I said now I'm mad
He's
at
a
him because he
troublemaker.
got this. He got this stuff. I thought you guys were my friends.
We'll see.
You know, Phil,
What?
you're over there, and you got your YouTube channel running, and you haven't moved out of that station for what, 25, 30 minutes now?
Yeah,
That's a
I'm waiting for my-
boring thing
Yeah, I know.
to watch.
yeah. Well, I wasn't going to stream today, but you needed me to.
Well, you kept
Open it
saying that
up.
I had shit to sell in my
Well, according to
outfitting,
Elite,
and you had
did.
no clue what the hell you were looking at.
No, I did.
No, you didn't. I
Look,
can't sell shit if I don't have an
yeah.
outfitting.
But it should say not in stock. And
Just because
that's
it's not interpreted where you can understand it doesn't mean that nobody else
No,
does.
it didn't say. There was no not in stock label.
Trace, on my carrier, he was in his little deal in outfitting, in options, everything it said,
Optional,
everything,
yeah.
everything
Fine.
like his Olympic controller and stuff, it all said no stock. Down at the bottom, it had his planetary
Protest
suite,
suit.
and it didn't have no stock on it. And I kept trying to tell him that's because it's, you know, it's kind of mandatory you have it in
Yeah.
Horizons. And he's like, no, it should say out of stock. And I said, I don't give a shit. My
Should.
outfitting is closed. It was never installed. And I couldn't get
How
him
do-
to understand that.
How
it's
do you
because he
not?
doesn't-
Wait,
She did
If
not
you
fund
have
her
an-
outfitting.
if she has an outfitting option though.
I
Doesn't
don't.
it-
I
That's
have I have an option for you to store your modules, but you
That's
can't
what it
buy
said.
shit.
Doesn't have any stock. Got no stock.
All you
She
can
might
do is
not have-
store.
Okay. She might not have stock, but according to Elite, she did.
No.
No, no,
that was
it
the
says it
graphic
has.
glitch, obviously.
No, it tells you she has that facility, but it doesn't tell you whether she's actually got any stock of anything. It just tells you that facility is there.
No,
Just
but
te-
on the module section, in my ship's modules, you know, where you have the option to go to the store, it says no stock. So it should have said no, none in stock there as well.
It won't tell you what it's got until you actually get there.
Yeah, it does tell you she has. It tells you what kind of modules she has in stock if you're on your module page. And
I
if she
don't
has
have the
top-
planetary
Yeah,
suite because
exactly.
that's what you buy from Elite.
You can actually buy those though. You can upgrade them in Odyssey, by the way. Just saying. It's
Well,
actually an
I'll
item
have to
you
see
have.
it with my own eyes before I believe it.
It's in one of my streams.
You know, it's not as part of any of the stocking options that they give you for the carrier. It may be auto-stocked.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, hey, oh, Cliff! Cliff! Ah! Hi, Cliff.
Did you run off it or into
Damn
it?
near it.
I drove up to the edge, and then I very carefully went
Oh.
over the edge, because what I need is at the bottom.
Oh,
The English.
And now I'm sliding down.
fun.
Castle said the English just wanted to see the twigs and the berries in action, whatever that means.
And apparently you cannot equip whatchamacallit, Guardian fighters wherever you can equip fighters.
No, you
Yeah.
can't. It requires
You
a
have
tech
to-
broker site.
Oh, okay. So I need to go to Tech Broker to install the fighters on here.
Yes.
I unlocked it already, but
Yes,
they're
but
only
you need to-
available
they're
at
on-
the
They're only available at a site that sells Guardian materials, which is a Guardian tech broker. Yes.
Okay.
Someone has basically mined this place almost clean of selenium.
Blame Yellow.
It's more than yellow. It would. I mean, it usually only takes 2 sites to fill. And I'm on my 3rd site, and I'm seeing very, very few crystalline clusters or crystal fragments.
Can I make a statement?
Yeah.
Or may I make a statement?
Go
I
ahead.
wasn't on the planet. I wasn't on the planet.
Neither was I. Not me. Maybe
There's
Chris.
There's a whole bunch of carriers here, so
Blame Chris.
I don't need to blame it on the Brits because there's just too many people here. These sites take forever to refresh.
And Chris is sitting back here just laughing his butt off at us. Either that or he muted his
Yeah.
mic and he's been hollering at us and we haven't heard a word.
Maybe he's fallen asleep.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm here. Carrying out missions.
Oh, you are here. Oh, that's better. Let's try that one.
Oh.
30
Yeah,
minutes.
you don't want to be talking to him talking about him behind his back.
That's why we're doing it here.
Yeah, that way he
Because
can hear us.
if he's not here, it's his own fault. It's his own fault if he's not here.
I tell you, the more I hang around with you, the more I'm gonna start talking with the bro.
And your family's gonna go, what the hell's wrong with you?
I pick up
Yeah.
accents far too easily.
Wait, yeah, aren't you Italian? How the hell did
Oh
you
my
do that
gosh.
so well?
No, I'm Scottish, thank you.
Oh, you are Scottish. Okay.
My family came over here from just south of Glasgow in 1888.
Oh, okay.
Good gravy. Where in the hell did you get he's from Italy or Italian?
Well, look at his mustache.
Hey, my great-grandfather sported the same mustache.
Scottish people has those mustaches more than the Italians do. The Italians is not quite that long.
Yeah, bloody copycats that can't grow hair enough to grow it properly. The funny thing is, I've never been over to Scotland, but it's just my propensity for picking up accents. Anywhere I go, I will pick up the local accent within a few days.
Kind of an interesting talent for someone who can't control their pitch or whatnot.
Well, at least he admits it. What's your problem?
Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 military grade alloys. Thank you very much. What we're
Now
doing
that's
here?
more
Need
like
to-
it.
Yeah.
Well, you better hurry and pick him up because I'm coming into that system and I'm going to take the rest of
This is mine. Mine.
Them's fighting words.
Yes, Miss Lynn.
Scoot your rumpy over. I'm coming in.
And see if you lived in Asia, you'd be called Madam Lynn.
Madam Lynn? Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't own no cat house.
It wouldn't matter here. That's 45. This will be 48. And 51. That's one more. 54. Come on, hurry up. Should have just kept on using my anaconda. At least I could have slung out two limpets.
Slung out 2? Yeah, that's what I got. I sling out 3, though.
Another bloody cobble.
Oh, heavens, there's no way I can get there in 4 minutes.
Sure you can. Get out and push.
Oh, would you shut up, smartass? You know, you can sometimes be pretty raw.
Am I doing? No, no, no. Exit. You fool. I was doing it wrong then. Nearly.
Maybe I shouldn't have enabled that. I didn't fully read Castle's last statement before I allowed it to go on the stream.
Oh,
Ah, Castle, you're gonna get me in trouble.
what did he say?
She responded
Yes.
with typical military humor.
Oh,
Ship recalled.
Well, she's got me at a loss because I can't even remember what that would even answer.
Well, you were talking about madams and cat houses.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, okay. Now I got you.
And I was just, auto-accepting all of Castle's comments. And I
Well,
didn't
you
get
ought to know
to-
better than that.
I really should have known better than that. I should have left that one excluded.
Oh. Yeah.
But too late now.
Too late now, yes. It's the cat is out of the bag.
you could have it retracted if you wanted to.
Oh, she's talking about cats.
Sure she is.
What type of cats?
Them bald-headed, wrinkled ones.
You talking about me?
No, I thought we were talking about cats.
Right. Switch on that. Do that.
Last time you landed on the floor of the valley, and this time you land up on the ridge. What are you trying to do to me, you bloody ship?
Your autopilot there is pranking you,
Do,
kind of like.
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
Except we're already there. Alrighty. This is not ending up a very good night because just about
Oops, and
every one of
Later.
these places.
oh, sorry, boss.
I can't complain about you guys because, it's obvious some people have been farming this place.
Well, everywhere
wasn't
we've been
me.
gone, everywhere we have gone, they've been farming the hell out of shit.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. I don't know how a carrier could stay out in the crystal shards for a week.
Yeah, I know. Normally
It just
on this
because they
planet,
can't store it.
normally on this planet by now I'm done with selenium. After all this time, I've only got 40.
Wow.
That's not what I was expecting. Because this planet is usually a hell of a lot better than that.
Boy, I'm glad I didn't go and waste my time doing that.
Well,
No, you
that's
just wait.
geosite farming. The problem with geosite farming is that if someone farms it out, it's farmed out for everybody.
Hmm.
So, I'll come back to selenium next week. I gotta find another selenium planet because this one's too
One
highly
that's not
publicized.
swamped. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this one was public, very much made public, so a lot of people know about this one.
What percentage of selenium does it tell you is on those planets?
System map.
I filled my selenium up back at HIP 36601
Huh.
So-
I may have to check
because
that.
it was on the biological site. There's a lot of yttrium, but there's also selenium as well.
Mm.
Or the plum, whatever it is. They were all yttrium stuck up on the top of the grain trees.
Oh, interesting. I may have to go check that site out. Galaxy map. Okay, Anubis is being a pain. System map.
Not listening to you.
Course
There he goes. Okay, where's my planet here? There's my planet. Let me go over to details. It is a selenium.
I think it's 4.2 or 4.8, isn't it?
Wow. Okay. And it's a lot.
No, actually, it doesn't even have selenium listed.
Oh, okay.
Are you on
Ah.
the right planet?
Probably not. Yeah, went and selected another one.
Ah.
Selenium 4.9, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay.
Plus, I'm using the geosites. So there's the selenium, arsenic, and zirconium drop off of the crystal fragments with about equal with. I mean, selenium more than the arsenic or zirconium usually. So it's usually a pretty quick pickup, but not tonight.
There's another planet in here
Ooh.
that
I
has
have a
selenium at
selenium site.
4.4.
Which one's the? Oh,
4A.
Oh, actually, the one right next to me, 9E, also has a high selenium. But no locations.
No, but you may have to
Oh yeah.
try it.
Well, I need a selenium at a reasonable percentage with
Yeah.
Yeah.
geosites.
Yeah. I have one that's 4.3, but there's no geos.
With no
Oh
geosites,
yeah.
you're not going to be able to get much.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one here. Selenium 4.2 and 20 geosites. Maybe I'll go try that one. Selenium 4.3, 47 geosites. Oh, I could try that one too. So there's a lot
Out
of
of out of 47, you should be able to get something.
Yep, should. All right, I'll go over to that planet. We'll see if we can find a good one there. But this planet's been pretty much hunted out. Track landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
And hopefully, we can hope for luck that they didn't check into the rest of the planets. Everybody told them about that, and they left the rest of them alone.
Can hope.
Mm-hmm.
Frameshift drive
You should have
charged.
figured anywhere there's a big line of carriers.
4,
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 1.
Well, they could have been here for fighting in the conflict zone. I don't know.
Yeah, they could. Or farming the high grades. It's been a pretty potent system.
A lot going on
Excluding
here.
Cam. Excluding Cam, you know. Took him a little longer.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got a few selenium. I'll go try one more site. I'm cutting. It's only got 15 minutes left. One of these days, I gotta figure out a good alcohol to mix into birch beer.
Well, it depends on what do you want.
Well, I don't want to mess up the mint too much, so otherwise then it's just carbonated liquor, and who the hell cares for? Well, you got to do something that tastes good, works with the mint flavor,
and not against it.
And not another mint that would overpower it.
And
might have to just go with maybe a Canadian whiskey or a tequila or vodka.
Probably vodka. Tequila would be too early.
Normally mix tequila with fruit juices because Canadian whiskeys are pretty light tasting, so they don't affect the taste of your drink too much. And they tend to be less expensive than Scottish whiskies.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Oh, okay.
How about if everything's labeled pristine resources? Will a lot of it pop up then?
Pristine resources, usually talking about your rings.
Oh, it's
Surface scan
on the
complete.
rings planets as well as the moons. Everything's tagged as pristine.
Well, the whole system is tagged as pristine. It's a system-wide designation.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll start with Geo 45 just because it's the closest one. Now, don't you go doing that.
Oh, poor Cam. He's only got a few hours sleep here, there, and yonder doing all this stuff.
Don't worry, I'll be getting some sleep later. What time is it now?
It's
I've got
almost time.
9 a.m.?
3 hours left. 3 hours left before it goes off.
What, the servers?
Yeah,
Yep, 3 hours.
3 hours after my stream time, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Depending on whether you finish on time.
Yeah, no.
It's not going well tonight.
No, it's not going well at all. But you know, I can't be staying too much extra because
Working
it is
days.
it is a work night.
Yeah, they're saying that Horizons isn't getting anything done to it. They say. Yet.
Yeah.
They're not getting any of
Not
the planetary
until-
upgrades.
Yeah, not until the console versions
until the-
come out.
Sorry, guys, but seeing is believing.
Yeah,
The problem is it's they're sharing the same database.
yeah.
So there's a possibility of schema conflicts between the two games.
Yeah.
That's what worries me most.
Well, they managed to have that
Deploy landing gear.
aspect work when Horizons came out. So
Landing gear
I
deployed.
mean,
Did
let's
you
hope-
play it back in when Horizons came out?
Landing gear
Well, it didn't erase everyone's account, so I mean, it,
That you
it
know
It's
of?
not
worked.
going to erase. They did muck things up though.
They had to do two rollbacks, Phil.
Mm.
Because it did fuck things up badly. Yep, they had to roll back the data conversion twice before they got the scripts right.
Oh.
Deploy landing. Yeah, did I
Well,
already do
they
that? Yes.
they eventually got that right, and that script.
Yeah, it took them a week.
Same thing. Yeah, that same script should work. in
No,
this-
no, absolutely not.
How
That's
how
not how database scripts work.
drive
It's a database. It doesn't know what's Horizons or what's
Oh,
Odyssey
stop-
in general.
Stop digging, Phil. You're gonna be in frickin' China
They
before
really
you get done.
Philip, are you a software
it-
engineer?
No.
I
but,
am.
But it's like, why do computers break down because the clock's off? Don't code it for the clock. For the why do companies code clocks? Their system to know what time it it
Phil,
shouldn't
just
matter.
Stop
shouldn't matter.
proving. Stop proving the point that you have no clue what you're talking
That
about.
Y2K thing was a bunch of BS.
Oh no,
Everybody
it wasn't.
knew it that had common sense. The chances of it happening was it
Oh
could
my
happen at any
God.
time, any day.
Well, the problem was converting two-digit dates to four-digit dates, and there's an assumption in a two-digit date that it's linearly growing, And so, although there was a lot of legacy code that said if year less than year, where the years were 2 digits, and those all would break
They
with the
could
Y2.
just had it roll over, though. They didn't have to
Oh my
overcomplicate it.
God!
So what? It goes back to 0. I mean, it's not the end of the world.
No, but there was a lot of crazy shit that would have happened.
It depends on whether your electrical grid was on the computer, or your gas stuff was on your computer, or your banking stuff was on a computer to see if
banking
it
was
was
the
the end of
biggest
the world
problem.
or not.
Banking was the biggest problem.
Even I would know that, but they made a big deal out of it, but it didn't really. I wasn't really that worried about it because I didn't count on the computer as much as a lot of people did.
And the reason it wasn't a problem is because the companies realized coming up, a couple of years ahead of time that there was going to be a problem, and they fixed it.
Well, they started adjusting and readjusting, wasn't it?
Well, they had to recode everything
Phased
to
it in.
make comparisons.
Yeah, phased it in or something.
Yeah, they started working several years ahead of time on it. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
only reason there weren't any problems.
And everybody went nuts, and then when midnight happened,
Nothing
everything was
happened,
cool.
yeah. Because it had been already taken care of.
But Phil, we're not talking about the year 2000. We're talking about Odyssey.
Yes. It's as far as the computers are concerned, though, a database is a database.
No.
What do
I
you do
mean-
for a living, Phil?
It doesn't matter what I do for a living. Okay?
Yeah, it does.
A database is just a database. I mean, yeah, two separate databases, when they're combining it, can cause corruption and stuff. But if they got that fixed when they did the Horizons and a normal Elite, they should be able to do the same.
The table conversions are different. So when they went to Horizons, they added in some tables for, the additional Horizons content. But those tables are now there. So those aren't being added. Whatever script they've got for whatever fields they're adding, you don't know if there's broken links. You don't know, until
Let's
you
hope
do
they
it.
don't make a typo.
Yeah, hope
That's all.
doesn't work.
I mean,
The amount of broken stuff in Odyssey Alpha, there's bound to be problems.
Oh yeah. It wouldn't surprise me
It
if
was a different trunk.
I wouldn't surprise me if both Horizons and Odyssey get down for a week. That would not surprise me at all.
you think that will happen?
I hope
It
their
can. Don't know.
Ability.
I hope their QE caught anything like that would have happened, but there's no guarantee. There's just no guarantee.
Just question, shouldn't they have been trying like doing this with other servers that aren't live
Yes, and I'm sure they have.
to make sure it works? Just saying. I mean, I think they should have already worked all this out.
You got no idea how big a program this is. It wouldn't surprise me
There you
to
go.
learn that there's
We're getting
this.
75 gig on our
Would-
computers. It's a lot more on their servers.
yeah. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if between the, the server code, the client code, if there's somewhere
well,
on the
that's
order
going
of.
to be the problem.
Philip,
Can
would you
the
please
server
quit
take
walking on
command
him and
of
let
it?
him finish?
It
Mhm.
wouldn't surprise me if there's more than 45 billion lines of code.
Yeah.
And if you think there won't
Don't
be
need
an
much in
error,
there to get it wrong.
yeah.
Doesn't take much. One little dot in the wrong place is enough.
Yep. Yeah.
Or parentheses.
You know, average programs, you're talking bugs per line of code, not lines of code per bug. So there are undoubtedly an obscene number of bugs in the code because that's what code quality is generally coming out of the gate. And who finds most of the bugs? Users.
Yep.
Yep.
That's the reality of software. You know, it's not like in the old days where, you know, it's 300 or 400 or 3,000 or 4,000 lines of code. You can debug that somewhat.
Yeah.
When you're talking an MMO, multiple systems, you know, each system, you know, a couple, you know, hundreds of millions to billions of lines of code.
Yeah.
The number of things that can go wrong is astronomical.
And you've got all these developers working from home as well, not working together in the same office. Could they introduce even more bugs?
That's less of a problem.
Well, I know it's less of a problem, but it's
I would be
still
more
an issue.
worried on how many people they have working on the same page of code. Or same system. Same coded system. I would be
Well, one thing
worrying
we
about.
do have in our favor is that you don't work for them.
I would be able to spot if they screwed up.
Oh God,
You know, you can't even spot a
No.
trash can overflowing.
I'm pretty good at reading code.
You can't even read a simple thing on Elite to do a mission.
That's because this I have it minimized basically, so I can read the chat, and the letterings in Elite suck.
You don't think code sucks?
Lettering in code is easy to read.
Okay.
It's black on white. Period.
Oh yeah, you can see the characters and the letters and everything, but do you know what each one of them means and why it's there and how come there's a space and a greater than and an equal than and a less than sign is before and after it and all that stuff? Then what does it say?
I can read code. Reading code and writing code are two different things.
You have proved to everybody
You may be able to
that
read
your
it, but
shoe
you probably can't
size
understand
is
it.
more higher than your IQ.
Oh, I wrote some code before.
Yeah.
I did some mapping coding.
Oh, what am I doing wrong?
what I should do is write something in one of the more obscure programming languages that I know. And just prove
Yeah,
to
tell
Phil
them
just
to
what
find
he
it.
can't read.
I'm not going to be able to read some obscure thing.
Well, the thing is, the obscure ones are sometimes what's used in the MMOs.
Really? Don't they use like C++ or a variant of such?
Portions of it would use C++, portions of it use Erlang, portions of it may use, oh god, what's the one that named with G? Some of it may use Go. I doubt anything's using any Pascal or Fortran, but you never know because they're interfacing with geodata.
The game started in 1984. It wouldn't surprise me if there was not some Cobalt shit in it.
Or
hell
some
no.
machine code.
Yeah, no. Well, they wouldn't use machine code or assembly on an MMO for a very specific reason.
Okay.
I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me. Somewhere.
How's your selenium farming going?
Better on this planet than the last one.
Good, because it's your bedtime.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. I didn't know that you had another father.
A lot of times they use, whatever program they use is what works best for whatever particular piece of the system they're working on. There tends to be a large mix of programming languages.
Okay.
The server side, for the client, it's probably all C# at this point. But that's the client.
Yeah.
Server side, it could be C++, it could be C#, it could be C, what's affectionately or not so affectionately called C++, which is a hybrid mix of C and C++. There could be some Erlang thrown in there because that's a common communications language that's used for a lot of things. I wouldn't expect Go because that tends to be on smaller systems. And I'm sure there's a couple others I should be thinking of. I mean, I know something like 15 programming languages. So, and they each have their place. So, when you're
Well, I don't know how touchy your new codes are, but I do know how touchy Cobalt was. And if you accidentally put an extra space between something, it screwed up the damn formula.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And it's real easy to hit the space bar more than once.
Yep. One of the more modern programming languages, Python, has that sort of syntactic issue.
Yeah, I've worked on Ruby a little bit, which I believe that's a evolution of Python.
Nope, that was a modification of Java to make it more scripty.
Oh, okay.
So it's starting from a type-safe language and moving in a more scripty direction. So
I know the earliest versions of Ruby looked pretty much like HTML.
Yep.
Or whatnot.
Yep, and that was kind of intentional, and they've... I don't know the whole history of Ruby, but yeah. Basically, as far as I understand it, fallen out of use because it really did not live up to expectations.
Yeah.
Ruby on Rails.
Ruby, 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 Ruby.
It was an interesting idea for a programming language, but it didn't pan out as being particularly useful. There were other programming languages that did a better job at what it was trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
Lots of cobbles. I don't want cobbles. Go away, cobbles.
Poor cobbles. So unwanted.
Oh, let's don't start that. You'll get Cam all upset because Chris was killing limpets left and right and abandoning them out in the dark and the cold. Even though the poor limpets were squalling, please don't leave me behind.
Don't leave me behind. Tough. I'm going.
And then he got attached to one, and it just like broke his heart to leave it behind. And Chris is like gone. He's not gonna answer. He's not gonna.
He's still here. Or is he hiding?
He's probably trying to sleep.
Society for the Prevention of
Still
Cruelty
here.
to Olympics.
I'm here.
I
He's
thought maybe you'd fallen asleep.
What are you doing over there, Chris? You're too quiet.
I'm just
See?
doing
He's pretending he's not really
Imperial
here.
missions. Missions.
Mm.
Getting me room.
He's got his eyes set on the cutter.
Thank goodness, everything up here is a cobble. Having to blast all these cobbles so I can hope to find something else. Hope nobody's here looking for sulfur.
Are you full on sulfur?
Yeah. But the cobbles are making it hard for me to find whatever remaining crystal fragments are left. So I'm just blasting everything.
Too bad that the material will still stay there for a while after you blast them all. So you'll still have white dots all over the screen.
Well, no, it's spread out enough that they disappear. But they don't show up on the radar, which is more important.
Stop rolling your tongue.
I can't help it.
Now blame me, go on. Blame me. It's all my fault.
She always wanted me to get Darkwing to be talking correctly, and now she's complaining when he is.
Never mind. It's not playing. Give me a bleeding high grade, you stupid game.
Ah, there's a crystalline cluster. Of course, I really could use a fragment because the clusters tend not to drop what I want. Nope, that's niobium.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about having to remember Alex Skylark.
Yeah, just as I finally started to get that memorized, he went away. Alright, looks like I have maybe one or two more things to blow up here. Hopefully one of them's a crystal fragment. Ooh, okay, I got at least two. The signal just split. Ah, it's a cobble. Turn back towards the other one. And that one's a cobble.
The server's going to go off by the time you
And
go
that's
up to
everything here.
selenium.
Alright, well yeah, because I'm done for the night.
Oh, are you? Okay.
So let's recall the ship. Okay, finish off my birch beer. Lynn said for 2 or 3 months that I should, work on getting Darkwing's accent correctly.
Well, it's 'cause- well, I just said if you're gonna do it, you might as well be in all the
properly.
time. Yeah. Thanks.
Is this one's? I should write down this site because it's beautifully flat. In fact, I will do that. So for the 9A, 9A number 45 is nice and flat. All right, board ship. And I'm just going to leave the ship on the planet.
For tomorrow. Or whenever.
Or whenever we're back live again, yes.
He'll be stuck inside
well,
the planet
hopefully you
going,
will be
how in the
tomorrow."
hell can I get off?
It may very well be. I don't know.
The planet's gonna be sent to a different dimension. You'll be like, where am I? How do I get the hell out of here?
Or watch, there won't even be such a planet.
Yeah, you'll just be floating.
It'll
in
be out there by
space.
your carrier.
Like, what the hell? Oh my god, that would
The
be
re-entry
hilarious.
thing.
But given
I'd be
what
dying
well,
laughing.
given what everybody's been saying, they're reskinning them, but they're not rerunning the engine. So all the planets
Yeah, I
will be
know.
where they are. All the planets will be
Yeah.
the types they are.
Yep.
You know, so it's going to
Our
look different.
discovery mapping should be untampered with.
Actually, just so I don't end up in a plant, I'm going up to orbit.
Okay. It would have been nice to see you get stuck in the plant, but okay.
No, that'll be you tomorrow.
Retract the landing gear.
Oh well, that's after Trade spends
Landing
10
gear
hours
retracted.
installing the new.
I wouldn't be
You're right.
talking because you haven't got it installed yet.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, but it shouldn't take that long. Oh well,
You were
theoretically.
whining. You were whining and crying about how long it took.
75
to
gigabytes.
upload
That'll take a
the
while.
damn-
Yeah, I forgot we're dealing with Steam too.
It's
Team
70,
Spotto too.
75 gigabytes is a long time, and I have to
Yep.
download 2 clients.
Yeah.
One from Steam and one from Epic.
And
So
what
I
was
guess-
what was the alpha? Not even a quarter of that or
16.
half that.
It
It
was
was
16, I believe.
yeah.
60.
And that took you like
Couple
2
of
hours,
hours.
3 hours. At least that's what you said,
Yeah.
Phil.
Yeah.
And you were whining about, oh no, I didn't know it's gonna take this long
Because it
because you
shouldn't
missed the
have.
stream.
Yeah, so I'll be trying to download it in the middle of the day if I can,
Yeah.
and we'll see.
Mhm.
I'm gonna wait till I just.
See if it's done by the
got
time you
something
come
else
home.
better.
Yeah. Well, luckily I'm working from home, so.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well, if the servers are done by the time they say they're supposed to be, we'll have like 6 or so hours to download
Well-
it, which should be plenty. I hope.
yeah. Well, servers live does not mean upkeep live, so we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, that's true.
So, the Horizon servers will only be down for, supposedly until 1 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah.
However, that doesn't mean Odyssey will be up.
Mm.
Okay, I
So-
got a stupid question to ask.
Hmm.
When they did alpha, you said that was only like 16,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they went 2 hours, 3 hours. They delayed bringing the alpha on because they had issues. And you're telling me this thing is almost 7 times bigger? Yeah, right. It's gonna
the-
be done in 11 hours. All right.
The alpha was 60 gigabytes, not 16.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought you said
60?
16. Sorry.
Yeah, it was
Alpha
60.
put
60.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then that makes a little bit more sense. But I thought it said 16. I heard wrong.
No, it was 60.
Oh, okay. And then the full release isn't much bigger, actually.
3 or 4 hours download.
Yep. So I'll be kicking off probably my down updates on Epic first, since I'll be trying to run the duck tomorrow night.
Well, wait a minute. Okay. They're going to start at where is it at?
It's going off for 11 hours. Then
I
you've
know.
got to download after that.
Right. Well, it was supposed to go down at 2 a.m. my time.
Yep.
Eastern. Or West or Central.
Yeah.
Which is
11 hours later, it'd be 1 p.m.
Yep.
So it'll be 2
Yeah,
p.m. my time.
that's when this.
And
That's
and
when
you're
Horizons
and
come back
if
up.
it takes 4 hours, that's 5 o'clock. Boy, it's pushing it to get on
It's
stream.
pushing it. Yep.
Yep.
So depending on how long it takes to download, I may actually be not streaming Elite tomorrow
Not
night.
streaming, yeah.
Although I will be streaming. I will be streaming.
Okay.
I
Valheim.
have Valheim available.
Valheim.
In fact, I have to restart Groknar so that he can I'm going to use the same seed as my current world, but I need to restart him because they've added a whole bunch of new biomes and other things into Valheim that are not available in older worlds. So you have to restart your world to get the new features.
Yep.
So what I'm going to end up doing is doing a restart of them and bring over some of the base gear that he's got, which will allow me to do things a little quicker because I'll have the better equipment from the beginning, and I'll have to build my base from there. And the reason I don't want to use a different seed is I had a plan for this seed where there's a little river down at the base, and I was planning on having my dock on the little river so I didn't have to worry about all the giant waves sweeping my boat away. So,
Makes sense.
yep. Yeah, with
So if you're gonna try to download Odyssey tomorrow, right? Instead of just staying in Horizons.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, the duck has Horizons Odyssey pre-purchased.
Oh,
Okay.
does he? Okay. Cool.
So I did break out and spend the money because it looks like once they get a bunch of the bugs out of it, it's actually going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah.
But I mean, that may not be for months yet, but I wanted to make sure that I picked it up.
Oh, well, that's a given if they're saying they're not going to even bring over the planetary tech over to Horizons until the consoles get it. So clearly there's a problem going on there.
And Down to Earth Astronomy detailed exactly what the problem was because he had been informed, as well as several of the other streamers, so that the news would get out there.
Haven't been able to optimize enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Odyssey is having problems with lower end graphics cards because they weren't able to optimize the graphics enough. By the time they get to the console release, they predicted that it is going to be much better and it will run on the lower end machines again.
Which makes sense because if it can run on the consoles, which are medium at best, PCs, it should be fine.
Right. So that's what they're working on. They've got a huge amount of graphics optimization that they have to do. They'll get it. for those with lower end graphics cards, you do have the option, of course, of turning your graphics quality down a little bit
Yep.
to make it run a little better. You'll have to see on your particular machine what runs best for you.
Yep. Question: what kind of processors do you have?
Okay. Where's my NVIDIA? Because CPU doesn't matter.
You had like a 660 or something, right?
It's
For
something
video
70.
card? Okay.
Ooh, I got a new driver available. How nice.
Oh boy, great. All you need is more complications.
No, it usually ends up being better whenever I get it.
Well, yeah.
Occasionally it will not work
And
as well.
NVIDIA's good with their drivers, unlike AMD. So you're usually safe.
Yeah, come on, come up with the control panel so I can see what I've got for a card. There it is. All right, so where is GTX 770?
Oh, that's exactly what the minimum are supposed to be for Odyssey.
Yeah. So
you should be fine.
And I've been, responding to the hardware surveys from Elite every time that it comes up. So it's not surprising that they've, hit it somewhere on, my card's within the range. They know that there's at least one, if not more, people running that kind of card because, I do.
You're old school.
Uh-oh, the stream is spinning. Why is my stream spinning?
Cam's probably over there messing with it.
Are you about to crash?
I don't know.
Or is it just Google? It's probably just Google.
No, it may have been the NVIDIA control panel.
Oh, download.
Yeah, it may be trying to get the driver.
Supercapacitors. Thank you very much.
Ah, that's a lovely thing to get.
Got a long time on this one.
Alrighty, so tomorrow night is somewhat up in the air, depending on how late they go with the release. I may not even try and download it. I may just go straight to Valheim tomorrow and then download it overnight. Actually, that's probably a better plan. So I will be not playing Elite tomorrow.
Doing something.
Well, actually, I'm going to make an executive decision at this point because I don't want to try and download Odyssey at the same time that I'm trying to play another game. That would just cause all sorts of problems.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to a 960 is better than the 770, Castle. You should be fine. What was I going to say? I'm gonna run Groknar tomorrow night. Start him on a new world. And then tomorrow after the stream, I'm going to kick off the download and let it run overnight. And so that'll get one night off. Tomorrow night will be Groknar.
Okay.
If you guys want, I'll still open up the chat. And
yep.
I don't know. I'd probably just take the night off. You can do whatever you want, but I think I'll take the night off and relax.
I might do a Uncharted water stream while trying to download
Lynn,
the
can
game.
you do a quick check on my stream? Did it crash?
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
Hang on. Yes.
Well, it's still there.
Okay.
It's
So it's the
not
playback
crashed.
that went wacko. All
Well, I
right.
don't know. It's just spinning on my end.
All right. I've got it back on
There
my
it is.
screen.
There it is.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so it went kind of funny. Yeah.
Wait a minute, time out. Phil, are you gonna live stream your whatever game?
It depends. If I can get the game downloaded by 8, I'm probably going to try to go into Odyssey. If I can't, I'll stream Uncharted Waters.
What I'm
I'll try
saying
and
is
stream.
that is a different game than what Trace is playing.
Yes, it is.
And you're going to confuse, if you come in here to chat with everybody, you're going to confuse them talking about your game and he's talking about his game. It's not like we're both, all
Yeah,
of
I
us
know.
playing Odyssey. Okay.
I might not even go in. I probably won't access the voice channel then, though.
I'm
Because
just
I do
saying,
a
if you
lot
go
of
to talking
talking in
about
that
two
stream.
different videos.
Oh, yeah, I know.
All right. Thank you, Castle. But it looks like it managed to stay up, so it only went codex wacky in the middle. We'll have to see if on regular playback it still does that. We'll see. Any rate. So tomorrow night I'll be streaming Valheim, and we'll pick up. Actually, why don't we pick up with Trice on?
Jumping back.
And again, get him moving back to the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes, you could do that.
yeah, well,
He's still another week or so out. 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's a ways out there. And I'd like to get him back.
He's
Anyway.
homesick.
At any rate, that's all I have time for this evening. I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. And for those who joined us in stream, which is Yellow and Castle, thank you very much for joining us. We will pick up with Valheim tomorrow night and be back in Elite the next night, hopefully. Most likely, anyway. And yeah, I lost track of what I was saying. At any rate, it's time for me to go to bed, so that's all for now. This is Trace Majestus, flying as Commander Macduff Darkwing, signing out.
Quack, quack.
Good night.